Hello everyone, I am Dr. Venkateswararao. Today I am here with the meaning of broad-based education. I shall explain the meaning of broad-based education with the help of a small anecdote, that is with a small story. In a forest, some of the animals were decided to start a school. The students included were a bird, a squirrel, a fish, a dog, a rabbit, and a mentally retarded eel. And a board was formed to determine the curriculum, and it was decided that flying, tree climbing, swimming and burrowing would give broad-based education. And the necessary condition is that all students should take all subjects. When they were executing the curriculum, a bird which was very good at flying, so usually it gets A grades in flying. But when it came to burrowing, its beak and wings are breaking and starts failing in burrowing. That is, it was getting F grades in burrowing. Pretty soon it was getting C grades in flying, because when it was attempting to learn skills like swimming, burrowing, it was getting F grades, and when it was trying to acquire those skills, it was getting C grades in flying, though it was good at flying. And a squirrel which is very good at tree climbing, so it was getting A grades in tree climbing. But when it came to swimming, burrowing, it was getting F grades in the remaining skills. That is, when it was trying to acquiring the skills like swimming, burrowing, it was getting F grades, and when it was trying to acquire those skills, it was getting C grades in tree climbing. A dog which did not join in the school and stopped paying taxes and kept fighting against administration to include barking in the curriculum. A fish was very good at swimming, so usually it is easy to get A grades in swimming. But when it came to burrowing, tree climbing, it was getting F grades, and when it was trying to acquire those skills, it was getting C grades in swimming. And moreover, it could not get out of water, though it is good at swimming. So, and a rabbit which is very good at burrowing, and it was getting A grades in burrowing. But when it came to tree climbing, swimming or remaining skills. When it came to acquiring the skill in tree climbing, it was falling and landing on its head, injured with brain damage, and it was getting F grades in tree climbing, etc., etc. So in this way, when it was the rabbit, when it was trying to acquire those skills, it was getting, when it was trying to acquire skills in swimming, tree climbing, it was injured with severe, it was getting severe injuries. So when it was trying to burrowing, it was getting F grades because due to its injuries. So, but a mentally retarded eel, which was done half as well, the mentally retarded eel who did everything half as well and became valedictorian of the class, and the board was happy because everyone getting broad based education. This is the story. What do you understand from this story? Is all the animals or are the students are getting broad based education by this curriculum? The answer is no, because a bird, it is very good at flying and it was getting A grades, but when it was trying to acquire skills in tree climbing, swimming, burrowing, it was getting F grades, and it is affected, and it affects its fundamental area of specialization, that is flying. When fish trying to acquire the skills in burrowing, tree climbing, it could not get out of water, even it is good at swimming. A rabbit, it is very good at burrowing, and usually it was getting A grades, but when it was trying to acquire other skills like swimming, tree climbing, it was getting F grades, and it was injured. Due to the injuries, it was getting F grades in burrowing. So this is the best example for broad based education. So from this story, do all the animals getting broad based education? The answer is no, because a broad based education is one which prepares a student for life without losing their fundamental areas of specialization and competence. So what I want to say is that broad based education is one which prepares a student for life without losing their areas of specialization and competence. I hope you all understand the meaning of broad based education and competence. In this context, I shall explain the meaning of competence, skill and competence, difference between skill and competence. Skill is an ability to do something. Competence is ability along with the willingness and desire to apply what is learned. Desire is an attitude that makes skillful person to a competent person. So skill is an ability, competence is ability along with willingness to apply what is learned. There are several human beings are there which are very skilled, but they are not competent because they are unwilling to apply what is learned. Okay, so I hope you prepare yourselves for life. I hope you all should prepare yourselves for life without losing your areas of specialization. Thank you one and all.